Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's movie review, this is going to be a review on the 2024 sports comedy film which just came out on Amazon Prime Video recently, which was yesterday. And of course, and by the way, I was actually able to view this movie the day before the following day it got released. So I was able to stream it early on Thursday, and of course that's actually happened before to me like a couple years ago. And so like occasionally I was able to stream some films like on like occasionally I was able to stream some new films the day before it came out. So and this review is going to be on The Underdogs. The Underdogs is directed by Charles Stone III, and the movie stars Snoop Dogg, Taika Sumpter, and Mike Epps. Oh yeah, and of course George Lopez is in the film too. So in this movie's played out as a sports comedy film, and it's about a former NFL football player named Jason Jennings, who agrees to coach a youth football team. And he basically agrees to coach a young football team of kids in order to avoid going to prison, and as he tries to relaunch his career. And yeah, it's pretty much almost played out as like Friday meets Home Team, or like this is kind of like this year's House Party remake. Even though it kind of does feel a little bit, even though it's not really like House Party, because this movie's basically like Friday meets Home Team, like the Home Team Netflix film that came out in 2022. So yeah. So when I first saw the trailer for this movie, like not too long ago, I actually didn't know anything about this movie until I saw the trailer for this film. Until I first heard about it, like just recently before the movie just came out. So when I watched the trailer, I thought it looked pretty interesting to me. It was about like another football sports comedy film, Snoop Dogg, and so I decided to check it out on Amazon Prime Video. And of course, yeah, this is the new Amazon movie from MGM as well, because Amazon and MGM own each other. And after watching the Underdogs, I gotta say the Underdogs was actually very good. I actually thought it was a great movie, and it was also very funny too, in my opinion. I mean, despite the 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, despite the unfavorable reviews from critics, I honestly don't really care, because in my opinion, guys, I enjoyed the Underdogs. I thought it was great, and I thought it was funny too, because it makes some references to the movie Friday. And yeah, and like I said, this movie's like is like Home Team meets Friday, of course, because this movie kind of does feel similar to Home Team, since Home Team and this movie are about like are like football movies. And I know we've seen a lot of these like football comedy films that we've seen in the past years. And when I did some research about this movie was actually supposed to be released in theaters last October. Like it was supposed to come out the same day as Killers of the Flower Moon, but then they were thinking they should just release it on January 26th. And instead of releasing it in movie theaters, they decided that it would have to skip movie theaters and go straight to Amazon Prime Video, the streaming service, because they did that because it's in response to the declining of R-rated comedy films releasing that summer, like R-rated comedies being released in the summer, because it was basically due to a decline like that. So they had to release this movie on Amazon Prime Video, but that's okay. I honestly don't really mind that. So, and when it comes to the humor in this movie, the humor was actually pretty funny in my opinion. It was actually handled pretty well. And sure, like there aren't really there, because and sometimes comedy films aren't really meant to be taken seriously, because this movie mainly focuses on the humor and comedy, rather than, because there's not really that much emotional moments here and there, because it's mainly just it's because you only came for this movie for the comedy and the humor. And oh yeah, and the performances were actually like very good. I thought Snoop Dogg was great in the film, and Mike Epps was also pretty funny in the film, and George Lopez, and also Cal Penn from Harold and Kumar. Cal Penn was also in the film too. Cal Penn, I thought like he was good for the most part, like throughout some parts in the film, but he's not really in the film that much. I think he only appears during the beginning and the middle of the film, like the middle end of the film. But yeah, so Yeah, the best way I can describe this movie, The Underdogs, is just a fine enough comedy film about football and sports, and and all the kids who played the football team, the youth football team, all the kids that were in this film, they did pretty good. And it's like, and there's also, and since this movie's R-rated, there's also there's like a little there's like a lot of language and most uses of the N racial word, and and there's also underage drinking too, because there was also a scene in the film where the kids were drinking alcohol, and there's like a use of underage drinking, but that part was tolerable. Yeah. So overall, The Underdogs was a great funny movie from 2024, and I'm gonna give The Underdogs 4 stars out of 5. If you have Amazon Prime Video and if you're interested in checking out this movie, and if you love football, if you also love Snoop Dogg as well, then I recommend checking out this movie. Like if you have Amazon Prime Video, then I recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on The Underdogs. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.